quarter tonight. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Westbrook drives.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Conley, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And Edwards, here we go. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert passes to Edwards. And he drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense, this is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Westbrook against Conley. Leonard right side to the wing, right side. Westbrook finds Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Some serious intensity from Leonard, driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Now Westbrook, and stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards with the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Conley against Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Westbrook finds Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfect.
Here's Edwards, driving to the basket. Great D that time from Zubac.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
George outside. Leonard on the wing. It's blocked by Gobert. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Right
Down
there.
it
Oh, my
goes.
goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's Westbrook. And the layup is good off the glass. Westbrook's got 6. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
The kick out to Conley. From downtown, sinks the tray. It's a tie ball game.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Westbrook, the pass to George. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. The 3 is up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. McDaniels inside. Leonard defending.
Big time move to the rack. And look, his teammates are loving it.
Yeah, so am I. Everybody loves an aerial show.
Boy, I love the fact he's not backing down. Just, here I come, try and stop me. I love that kind of edge.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first one. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Leonard gets the bucket.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got his first basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Towns. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got his second basket.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Conley against Westbrook.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Leonard. Zubac passes to George. And the three-pointer goes. George has got 5 now.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Here's George. Westbrook against Conley. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Westbrook. For 3, George. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player who knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Westbrook against Conley. Here's Towns. Back to Conley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 6.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
The drive by Westbrook. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, BA. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Edwards against George. High post Towns. He's got 7. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Towns. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against George. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And he's going for the lob. Oh, George with a steal. Good chance here for Westbrook. That one off the back iron and out. It's stolen by Leonard. And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
24, the Timberwolves, 32.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They've got Eric Gordon, Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Batum gets the bucket.
The timing by Batum. Really good at recognizing when to fire off the catch.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Anderson with space. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's Highland. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
And the basket by Highland.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon. Kicks it out to Anderson. Shot clock at 2. Here's Noel. From about 19, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Here's Highland. Batum outside. Pass to Powell. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Highland. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Highland.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Powell in the post. Prince is there. Out to Powell.
Quick and smart, Prince finds all kinds of ways to disrupt shooters.
Here's Noel. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Noel's gotten his first points in this one.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Batum outside. And that one is hammered home.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
Here's Alexander Walker. From deep. That shot missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Alexander Walker. Misses off the right iron.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Pass to Highland. Driving in. Out to Powell. Takes the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Noel. Here's Prince. Reed, a screen on Powell. 5 on the clock. Powell with a steal.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Drops in the 3.
Gordon has a fast release. Got to be up on him at all times. I mean, he's excellent shooting off the dribble.
Pass to Noel. Good on the bucket. Noel's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The T-Wolves on top, up 2. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Kicks it to George. Over Edwards. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
They get it back. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Inside. Here's Zubats. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Now here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. And here's Zubats. George outside. 4-3. They get it back.
Oh, and Leonard has some of the biggest hands in the game, using them to haul in offensive boards.
4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Towns. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris outside. Now here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Zubats with a screen on Edwards. George for 3. Drills it from deep. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. George passes to Morris. Westbrook outside. Money.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Morris.
I don't think you can afford to hack Towns like you do other bigs because he's too good a free throw shooter, and he'll make you pay when he gets to the line.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to George. Pass to Leonard to take the lead. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Oh, deflected. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. So that'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
George for 3, and it's in. And that one brings them within 1.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're losing by 3. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Timeout called. The Clippers. They're behind by 3. 1 second left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
And so it's Minnesota. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
To the best kid
As it keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now the Clippers with it. Lays it up off the glass.
You see Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Basket good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Westbrook finds George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Leonard. And the Suns tack on two more.
The classic big man rim run as Ayton just gets out in the open floor.
Outside Westbrook. Takes it out to Covington. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Paul outside. Outside for Durant. Back to Paul. Westbrook with the steal.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
Now here's Covington. Shot clock at 5. Leonard, no luck. Suns trail by 3. Durant down low. Misses the layup.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Booker. The dish to Durant. Count it.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Here's Covington. He tries for 3. And it's Westbrook missing. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Covington dishes to George. Over to the left wing. Westbrook kicks to George. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Ball against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Booker. Down low. And then Durant with the dunk.
And you look at KD just attacking with authority.
Clippers leading by 3. Leonard looking over the floor. Outside Westbrook. The tray. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
For 3, Booker. The shot, no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Now, here's George. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. A nice shot by George. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Suns trail by 9.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Booker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He gets it in there.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And George drops them both.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And Ayton stays with it.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Ayton, the pass to KD. Booker with no one around. Offensive rebound. Ayton finds Booker. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Paul, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Paul's got 6.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6, and the basket is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Paul. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Suns trail by 11. 1:46 left to play in the first half. And KD is right there. He has 6.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. He dishes it to George. And Durant sends it back.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And Leonard stays with him.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Suns have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Westbrook against Paul. Passes it to Okogie. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Westbrook drives in. Outside, George. He kicks it to Covington. Back to George. Clock at 6. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Durant. Back to Paul. Puts one up from 19. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 10 points for Chris Paul.
Anytime CP3 gets inside the three-point line, or especially inside the top of the key, he's an immediate threat.
Here's Westbrook. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Covington. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Well, a key piece in a couple of huge NBA trades. There's no doubt the teams value Robert Covington and his ability to play defense and shoot the 3.
And he makes all 3. And here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the thanks, David. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Robert Covington. Morris is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Gordon. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Clippers leading by 15, and the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Fouls checked in, and the Suns call time here.
Norman Powell.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now here's Westbrook. And there's the pass to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Westbrook, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. Here's KD. Buries the 20-footer. KD's got 8 points.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's George. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. One of his teammates said he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Paul George with the steal. Right side, Covington. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Paul. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Whatever the team needs, Chris Paul can provide it. Tonight, it's on the scoring end.
Paul against Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Up top, Leonard. Guarded by KD.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Booker against George. Here's Durant, and there's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Leonard with the ball. He's got 18. To the wing right side. Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. Here's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The shot by KD. No good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Powell, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Now, here is George. 12 points for him. Kicks to Powell. Pass to Zubac. Out to the right wing. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
3 seconds left.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, an overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
And so it's the Los Angeles. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game, and the Suns call time. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. It's Durant with the drive and the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Now Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by KD. Driving the lane. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Durant. On the wing, Booker. A 3-ball.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
Booker against Westbrook. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Ayton a screen on George. Okogie the pass to KD.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
inside. Okogie. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Okogie's got his first basket. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster, giving those guys belief, has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Fires from the wing. And the shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now here's Booker. Covington with the steal.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Now here's Westbrook. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And here's Westbrook. Leonard on the wing from past the arc. And Paul pulls it down. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 17. Here's Leonard. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
I can't imagine the fans have ever rattled Kawhi Leonard when he's at the free throw line. Heck, when he's on the court at any point, it's impossible to make that guy crack.
It's rebounded by Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Don't fling to the biscuit.
teams, Richard. Both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Durant with a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Here's Paul. Outside Durant. The kick out to Paul for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
The defense cannot give Paul any airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Conley against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Conley. Fires the 3. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. And now the Suns fast break. They get it again. And stolen by Edwards. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Booker. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. It's Durant with a drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Timeout called for Minnesota. Time to see some awesome dance moves, fans. It's time for the First Avenue Breakers. How about the First Avenue
Ball against Conley.
Give it up for 'em.
Outside for Booker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now here's Durant. And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Outside Edwards. There's a minute 12 left in the first.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Paul's got space. Gets a very good look and converts. Paul's got 5 points.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Towns for three. Kept alive by Minnesota. McDaniels finds Conley. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And stolen by Edwards. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Gobert. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Outside for Booker. Launches a three. On target from range. Give him 8.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has...
Your Timberwolves defense team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns and last year's outcome. So unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the center position.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Conley up top. He's guarded by Paul.
Oh, as a defender, Paul can be so frustrating, using his quickness to stay on top of you.
Edwards against Booker. To the inside. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. The kick out to Edwards. The rebound by Devin Booker. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Outside Durant. The 3-ball. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Booker against Edwards. The kick to Durant. Pass to Okogie. Up top Durant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, sweet move. Oh, he got it with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Conley passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Over to the left wing. Pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Fires from the wing. And again. It's Minnesota converting.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Conley against Paul. Oh, and he got fouled on his... And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy.
The previous play is under review.
This does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A minute 53 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Durant. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Conley passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
For three, Booker. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And we've got 1:18 left in the second period. McDaniels finds Towns. Shakes it. And the layup is good. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Here's Paul. Back to Durant. There's the drive. And Gobert with a block. And they get it back. Booker, good. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Outside Conley to the paint. From outside the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Phoenix calls timeout. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second. Paul passes to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 8.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Now Edwards. 10 points for him. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 12 points for him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Suns ahead, leading by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
They've got Kyle Anderson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Something Kyle Anderson does well is put pressure on the ball. Not what you expect from bigger guys, but he's got good instincts and fine steals.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
The Timberwolves shooting 55% for the game so far. Here's Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. The three-pointer off the mark. His ability to snatch the ball has even helped him secure a record, Richard.
Yeah, back in 2021, Kyle set the single-game playoff record for the Grizzlies with 6 steals. It was an impressive defensive effort for him, and trust me, he knows how to use his size and length very well.
And it's in there. And it's a three-point Suns lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And Minnesota calls time here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Reed sets a screen.
Phoenix foul. Landry Shaman. First personal foul. First team foul.
Inside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Baisley. Here's Shamet. Fades back. Back to Baisley. Stolen by Anderson. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Alexander Walker. Soft touch off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Ross for 3. Prince grabs the miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Shamet, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's the 3. Prince with the bucket. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Phoenix calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota
Here's Phoenix.
Dancers. One more time.
And here's Booker. 10 points for him. Outside Durant. Can they get it? Driving inside. And Gobert with a block. Conley finds Edwards to the right side. Now here's Gobert.
2 minutes.
Pass to McDaniels.
2 minutes.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
On defense, the Suns. 4-point game. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And with incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Booker against Edwards from downtown, and it's Devin Booker with the 3. Booker's got 13.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Conley against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
The kick to Durant. To the middle. Here's Ayton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Conley passes to Edwards. And And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Minnesota in the lead. 30 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to Towns. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Ooh, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Booker against Edwards. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Edwards. The kick to Durant. The 3. He drops it from range. Durant's got 11 points.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. The T-Wolves on top. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Conley. And that one hits the back iron.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Booker against Edwards. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Paul with it. Now guarded by McDaniels.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Booker against Edwards to take the lead, and Booker hits from deep, and the Suns lead by 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Oh, wow!
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Oh man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Paul. Durant finds Paul. Outside for Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. Takes it inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
Up top, Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Paul. And some solid defense from Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Conley on the attack. And Gobert with the stuff.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Pass to Okogie. Just 4 to shoot. And it's all from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Edwards. The shot comes out. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul, 4th team foul.
Booker with it. Durant with a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. Outside for Booker, 6 to shoot. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 9 points now in the second half.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Pass to Edwards. He takes it in. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt it.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Thank you for that, Allie. Outside Durant. They get it again. Pass to Okogie. Conley against Paul. Now Durant. Outside Paul. Second chance effort. And too long on the shot. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Man, pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots. Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Now here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Paul. On the take. That shot is off. Conley with some nice D. Here's Edwards. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Here's Okogie. And connects from downtown.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Money!
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Unless they can get a wide-open jumper, they might want to attack inside, because even if you miss at the rim, you can still draw a foul.
Paul drives in. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they have here at home today.
To the history of all.
talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now here's Leonard, 6 to shoot. And George, here we go.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Conley kicks to Towns. There's the triple. The rebound by Paul George. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley feeling it out. A kick out to Towns. Passes it to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
It's George on the wing. Kicks it out to Leonard. On the wing, Morris. Now the pass to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And both free throws good for Paul George. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Now Leonard. He kicks it to Westbrook. The shot from 20 feet away, and it's Leonard missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Leonard with the steal. Morris finds Leonard. Outside Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Edwards. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Conley against Westbrook. Morris outside. And Morris throws it down.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Now here's Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's George. Over Conley. Zubac the pass to Morris. Outside Leonard. And another shot. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Conley on the follow.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Towns a screen on George. And the rejection by Zubac. Stolen by Michael Conley. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, up 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
I'm amazed at the level of creativity by Russell Westbrook. His dunks are special. He's an outstanding athlete.
Conley with the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Clippers leading by 4. Westbrook scanning the floor. Going inside. Right wing. Zubac the pass to Westbrook. And here's Morris for 3. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just throw it up to Gobert and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Out to Morris. Pass to George. Dishes to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. Zubac trying to break loose. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Leonard.
There's close coverage. There's contact. But then there's Russell Westbrook. It does not bother him at all.
Now here's Conley. For 3. Gobert the pass to Towns. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Count it.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to Conley. 3-pointer. Good on the triple. Conley's got 5 now. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
Here's Edwards. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Westbrook passes to George. Back to Westbrook. Lets it fly. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Leonard kicks to Morris. He dishes it to George. Morris with the screen for George. Offline with his three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Morris passes to George. Morris kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Here's the dish to Conley. Pocket 6. Screen by McDaniel. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pull-up jumper. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 19. The Clippers, 27.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
The pass to Highland. Kicks it to Batum. 5 to shoot. Highland passes to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reed. That one doesn't go. Plumlee with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 8. It's Powell with the drive. And the dunk by Powell.
Attacking the rim with aggression. Norman Powell putting pressure on the interior D with his driving and finishing abilities.
Now here's Anderson. Ball left to the wing. 3-pointer. Shot's good by Noel. Noel's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Highland. Kicks it out to Gordon. Right side, Batum. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Here's Powell. Outside, Gordon. Fires from deep. And they'll get another chance. It's Powell with the drive. And the dunk by Powell.
Look at the intensity on that drive. Norman Powell charging in like no one can stop him.
Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Noel. Pass to Prince. The kick out to Anderson from outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, Anderson still has that little hitch in his jumper, but nice work off the catch and shoot.
Outside for Batum. Outside Gordon. Again, the Clippers.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
The wily veteran Batum is so good at positioning himself to get the shot, the foul, or both.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Here's Noel. He kicks to Prince. Anderson, a screen on Powell. Prince, the pass to Anderson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why? When you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Lobbed up there for Anderson.
Playing with good instincts. McKeel making those around him better.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Highland. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's Noel. After the basket by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Prince, the pass to Noel. From 12 feet out. The shot, no good. Clippers leading by 12. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Highland. Passes to Powell. Outside Gordon. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here is George. From downtown, Westbrook drives in, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Clippers with the ball. Leading by 12. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Conley kicks to Towns. There's the drive. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Timberwolves trail by 12. Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its heel.
This crowd is stunned. Westbrook dishes to George. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 12.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Over George. Towns against Morris. Shoots. No problem on the jumper in close.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Conley against Westbrook. Left side Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Outside Westbrook. Now the feed to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
It's George on the wing, defended by Gobert. Zubac the pass to George, and they pick up 2. George has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Clippers with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Morris finds George. Pass to Westbrook. Out to Morris. The 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns wide open. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now here's Conley. The kick out to Towns. From the corner. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Clippers leading by 7. A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter. Westbrook against Conley. George, that's a 2-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Edwards driving to the basket. Towns kicks to Edwards. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Morris. Double team on Westbrook. Leonard dishes to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Nobody near George. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Got a piece of it. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Morris, no good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith.
To the best kid in the hall.
Zubac make up the front court. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Covington in at the 3. And for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist by George.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Outside Durant. And he buries his first look.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence. So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
Here he goes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
You have to respect Kevin Durant's ability to pick up fouls, and I love seeing him drive with authority.
Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever,
Now, BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Now here's Covington for 3. George. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Westbrook against Paul. Out to Covington. And here's Leonard. Westbrook finds George. 4-3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. In transition, here come the Suns. Paul with it. He's picked up by Zubac. This one for 3. Durant's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Booker, the pass to Durant. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Paul. Shoots over Westbrook. And it's Phoenix with another.
Chris Paul is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. This guy has been one of the top point guards of his generation and still going strong. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Here's George. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Durant. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Fast break. Here we go. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And Paul gets it to go.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
This guy is not only incredibly talented, but Russell Westbrook has been a tireless worker, almost obsessive in improving his craft.
Outside Booker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
George against Booker. Shot to stop the run. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Ayton. 3-pointer. Nice shot by Okogie.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Kept alive. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
And no reason to do so there. He was going to leave no.
And so it's Phoenix in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Covington in at the 3. Okogie on the wing. The kick to Durant. And there's the drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
It is unfair that a 7-footer could be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
George outside. Back to Westbrook. Uncovered. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Pre-shot preparation, right? The ability to catch and shoot is there for Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook against Paul. Down low. And the layup falls. Paul's got 6 points. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Paul. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter.
Now, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
Westbrook with it. Durant covering. Leonard can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Durant's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Booker, good.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
George passes to Covington. And stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. And Durant with the big finish.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Out to Covington. Westbrook against Paul. 4 on the clock. Leonard for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Paul passes to Durant and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Booker against George. Leonard outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Booker against George. The kick to Durant. Okogie on the wing. Leonard against Durant. Shot clock at 6.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul. Playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
Paul hits them both. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of this game. George outside. Out to Leonard. There's the triple. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. "34 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Leonard passes to George. Westbrook outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
So you can see DeAndre Ayton becoming more and more aware on the defensive end. He's able to challenge shots. Really good defense.
Controls the rebound and the putback. Okogie's got 5.
A hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
No debate there. He got hammered.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul.
34. The Clippers, 11. And let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
T.J. Warren out there with Darius Baisley. And then it's Landry Shamet, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Landale in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Takes the 3. Batum gets the bucket.
So good at so quickly analyzing and getting through his progressions. Nick Batum gets it off before the defender can react.
Here's Shamet. Outside Ross. Into the lane. Plumlee pulls down the board. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just around 26% for the game.
What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
And you know, Doris, in addition to the effort Plumlee puts out there, he's a dependable scorer in tight.
BA, he's going to get the vast majority of his scoring opportunities in the painted area. He can finish with either hand, and what is so underrated about his game, his ability to find people, to pass the basketball in tight spaces.
It's Shamet on the wing, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Ross. Here's Landale. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Shamet into the lane. Warren for three. And the Suns miss again.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Now Los Angeles with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Highland. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Make some noise, Phoenix, for your Suns breaker dance.
The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Highland. Powell outside. Tipped. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Warren, the pass to Ross.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Warren. Pass to Shamet. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Batum. Covington's checked in for Powell. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Covington. Westbrook against Paul. Leonard for three. Offensive board.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Clippers foul. Robert Covington. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Chris Paul. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Westbrook against Paul. Leonard outside. Fires for three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. Up top, Gordon. He's got 7. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker, the pass to Paul. Okogie on the wing. Outside for Booker. 5 to shoot. For 3. Covington grabs the board. Now here's Westbrook. Here's Leonard. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. And Covington, here we go. Westbrook outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the craftiness of Russell Westbrook down low. This guy excels at drawing contact close to the basket.
And he sinks the second. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Westbrook against Paul. Good chance here for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
George. Here's Zubac. Out to Covington. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Durant, pass to Ayton. From the arc. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Here's Westbrook. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now Booker. Pass to Durant. Let's go with a 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 1st foul.
2nd team foul.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Leonard on the take. Here's Zubac. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard double team. Here's Zubac. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul's got space. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Suns lead by 19. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Durant. Over Leonard. Durant's shot is off.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
And that one's good. Covington.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. Another shot. The shake. And the play by Durant as he finishes it off for two more.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Phoenix.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. And the jam by George.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Booker can't get it to go. George with it. Pass to Zubac. Covington up top. It's George on the wing. George with another miss. Here's a three from Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight.
To the best kid in the hall.
That was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, everyone. Greetings. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, BA, you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Here's Paul. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And that one's good. Paul.
And his handle's simply phenomenal. Rush hour handles of the highest level, cutting and carving his way wherever he wants to go. Chris Paul is a maestro with the ball.
Now here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Going inside. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Durant. Conley against Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 6 points.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Edwards against Booker. The kick out to Conley. Clock at 6. McDaniels inside. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Conley against Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. The kick to Durant. And it's Durant with the finish.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Booker against Edwards. Elbow shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Durant, pass to Paul. Durant with a screen on Conley. The kick to Durant. Back to Paul. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Paul's got 8.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Booker against Edwards. And Booker with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
Ball against Conley. Here's Ayton. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards driving inside, and Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Here's Paul. Towns with a rebound. McDaniels up top, guarded by Durant. Outside for Booker. Takes a 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back.
And please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Phoenix.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Basket's good.
A cagey scorer on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Booker against Edwards. From deep three-point range. And Booker hits from deep. Booker's got 7 points.
Oh, some staggering display of range here. I mean, that took some serious confidence.
Paul against Conley. Towns for 3. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The kick to Durant. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of him. And that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And there it is for him. 12 points for him.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Ayton. The 3-ball. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Edwards with it. Booker defending. And he dunks it down.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Paul. Outside Durant. And he drives in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from Booker. Phoenix with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Durant. A shot from the high post. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Durant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Anderson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The free throw drops for Anderson. The Suns have gone an outstanding 7 of 7 so far in the second quarter. Anderson against Durant. 27 seconds left in the first half.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Here's Noel. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Up top, Durant. Anderson covers.
KD is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
On the wing, Noel. There's the three. He buries it from three. Noel's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns.
27. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jaguars.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jalen Noel. Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
The first one falls.
Noel at the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Shaman. Outside Warren. Pass to Baisley. Outside Warren. And he drops it in from the low post. Warren's got his first 2 points.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Anderson passes to Reid. Prince on the attack. Uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
Here's Shaman. Here's Ross on the take, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Back to Noel. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Landale. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Shaman. Ooh, it's stolen away. Outside, Anderson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ross passes to Warren. Back to Ross. Here's Landale. Shoots over Anderson. Landale misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Anderson. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. To the inside. Here's Ross. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
Terrence Ross taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. There's a minute 54 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. On the wing, Noel. He has 7. Here's Anderson. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Ross. It's Warren on the wing from the corner. Phoenix no good that time either.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out. Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago. T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
Here's Shaman. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation, and it's a completely new group for the Suns. Here's Alexander Walker. Booker defending, and stolen by Paul. Here's Okogie, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot clock at 6. Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with it. Towns covering. Here's Durant. Here he goes. And Durant with the big finish.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Paul, the open look. Rebound, Minnesota. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Josh Okogie, first personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Gobert.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Paul against Conley. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Ayton. The kick to Durant from deep. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to McDaniels. The three. Ooh, almost. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was
the previous play is under review
in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Conley passes to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Left side, McDaniels. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul so far.
4th team foul.
Booker against Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Now here's Paul. Booker with a screen on Conley. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside McDaniels. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. The three, Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's tipped. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. He launches a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Booker finds Paul. A minute 29 left in the final quarter. Puts it up from the high post. And the jumper is good. And the Suns lead by 15.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Suns.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Back to Gobert. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And Phoenix has possession. There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Ball against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Left side pull. Rebound Minnesota. Fast break Minnesota. He shoots it. That one a little long. McDaniels against Booker. From deep. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Outside Edwards. Driving it. Oh, wow! Oh, watch out for the big finish.
Mike Conley.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily.